Hey everybody, it's your man MG Marcas Grant, and welcome to another edition of Fantasy 101. Get your notebook ready because we are talking about streamers, not the long, colorful pieces of paper that make parties festive. We're talking about fantasy football streamers, and while they can make your roster look good, they are generally just more than a little bit of decoration. A fantasy football streamer is a player, usually a quarterback, tight end, or defense, that is good enough to be on your roster, but maybe not good enough to start every single week. Maybe your top quarterback has a tough matchup. Maybe your usual tight end is hurt. Maybe your starting defense is on a bye that week. Well, here comes the streamer to the rescue. Now, in some cases, the streamer might be a player that you selected later in your draft, but more often, the best streamers tend to be guys you find off the waiver wire. Take the 2020 season as an example. Imagine you drafted Ryan Tannehill as your starting quarterback, but didn't feel great about making him your QB1 every week. I get it. We all had some skepticism about Tannehill last year. In that case, maybe you decided to snag Phillip Rivers or Alex Smith off waivers instead of risking Tannehill against a tough defense. More commonly, fantasy managers might draft a couple of tight ends in hopes of rotating each one with the best matchup. Fantasy teams can't live on Noah Fant alone. Believe me, I've tried. Though if you are drafting multiple tight ends, you're probably just as likely to try finding help off the waiver wire. That is okay. The thing to remember about a streamer is that you're worried less about a player's skill level and more about their matchup, though there are limits. The Arizona Cardinals haven't had a productive tight end since Michael Keaton played Batman, so it really doesn't matter who the matchup is. You're not going there for streaming help. That's just all there is to it. But subbing in Tyler Higbee or Dallas Goedert when Mike Gesicki has a tough matchup, well, that could be a pretty smart move. Make no mistake, it is a little more work. Streaming means you have to pay attention to who's on your roster, who they're playing each and every week, and who might be available on the waiver wire. If you're looking for set it and forget it players, then you should probably just draft Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce. But fortune often favors the bold, and purposely choosing the streaming life is about as bold as it can get. So there you go. Happy streaming life, and we'll talk to you again soon.